I don't know about the light here right now, if it is, let's see, if it's strong enough. Let's see. I'll be able to cut it. Okay. So the Wi-Fi here is supposed to be pretty awesome. So if we do experience more trouble than we do, uh, perhaps I should have been more prepared regarding the Wi-Fi, because give me a second here. Yeah, as you can hear, I got some cold. A little bit, I suppose it's that time of the year. So we are in 15th of May. So I've been all the way in to Laos. That's like on the other part of the world, you know? And of course, always when you change the climate, um, I also react very strongly upon the cold climate here, and I have to sleep with the window open, and so forth and so forth. So we got the cold, yeah, and it's only 1 month since I was in Luang Prabang and I had the beautiful cold. So this is my little condo here. I got some of my personal things with me here. My own mushroom lamp I purchased 25 years ago when my grandfather was still alive, and my beautiful dragon here is testing me down, which I had when I was walking around with Willow in my stomach. So we are going to start with the Scorpio read. If I feel that I'm falling apart because of the flu, I just now finally got my cards set here, you know. All my, at least the ones I purchased in Nepal, and the ones I purchased in Thailand. They are here with me, and of course the ones I already had. So this is a Scorpio read, so please do not waste your time trying to ask about me doing any feelings for this or that, because that's going to be a secular read. I always prioritize Scorpios as we are the founding fathers of the read. One important message is that I encountered 2 Scorpios today with Capricorn moon. These are seen as very vicious, malicious types of Scorpio. Basically, I consider them to be unevolved. When we were there, a simple gesture was to deliver a piece of paper on their door, which I was forced to do because of my situation. I said no, I don't want to be mixed into, because these people are dramatic, the Libra in me said, don't. And my stepfather, he happened to have Mars in Scorpio, so they're up against, with the Taurus moon, they're up against a very stubborn guy, and although his vocabulary and his eccentric kind of behavior making, there's a lot of people who basically just hate him, because he just say it to people, you're an asshole, because of this, this, and this. So he's very impulsive. He's Pisces sun with Venus Aquarius, but that Mars placed in Scorpio is where we have Mars placed is how we choose to fight. So I have mine in Gemini, depending on which chart you look at, but I choose to say Gemini because I'm always this restless, so I like to fight with my vocabulary. However, I also have Mars ascending on top of Gemini, so I sometimes spit poison, and I try to avoid that. So what happened was that I said, I don't want to be involved in this vendetta or this war that you and these roosters are going on with. So I stepped out of the car and I left around the corner. And for some reason, I love architecture, and I was like fascinated by the fence with this beautiful dark brown color. I started to fantasize about house, and I look at this fence, and as I turn around, these two Scorpios are coming towards me, and the female Scorpio, she's South American, so she behaves like she comes directly from the, well, let's say social lower class kind of type. She's wants to be the alpha. She always wants to be the control. She's very what can I say? She likes to dominate, and she was coming towards me about to attack. At least that's what my instinct said. Now she's coming towards me to attack, and they were screaming and shouting, and it was so much drama. And I was feeling in my pocket, those who know me, that I'm always prepared to get someone. Uh, I come from a very disturbed place myself. I had to, when I was a teenager, I hang out with people who were quite violent to me. So it's nothing new to me. I just got very surprised because they talk to me. I'm also, of course, Scorpio, Sun Scorpio, Moon Scorpio, and two-more placement. And so they would tell me to behave and like an adult. Well, they were screaming and shouting, and well, this monster of a woman, she's quite big and she's quite obese, coming towards me. Instead of taking out, well, you guys who know me, you know what it is. I just lift the camera up because I thought, oh, this would be a great YouTube show. And that's when she backed off because she saw that, oh, you're going to end up in YouTube and my channel is growing. And so she's quick enough to back off. However, she did make a scene this summer, waving with her arms and legs and screaming that I was a junkie, don't touch me, while I was just looking at her. So these people are what we know as unevolved Scorpio. So what does a Scorpio in itself is not dramatic like that with this screaming and shouting. This is some fire placement that she has that I don't know anything about. It could be her house position. Good morning, there from California. Um, and okay, so anyway, we do have a Facebook site, so as soon as I get better, I got a computer and everything to access. So anyway, what I'm trying to say that the end of the story, I managed to go back, and she would dramatically rip the paperwork apart. Well, throwing out this laughter to show dominance. So when you have the need to show this kind of dominance, you're also showing everyone that you lack dominance because you have that need. So that's called the alpha. Those who move away from that, who don't take orders from anyone, who do their own shit, they are called the sigmas. So they are far more evolved type of Scorpios and reach from the level of eagle up all the way up to the phoenix. So unevolved Scorpios, they are usually the stinger. I actually have the sting of a Scorpio right here. Of course we are witch. So you can imagine, yeah, it's with the crystals here. So I have Scorpio tail. Yeah, that's fascinating. or two. Um, so when we left, this woman would spit on the car of my father today, and that's when I kind of started to regret or remember why I tend to leave Norway. Like, because I'm also born in the year of the rabbit, and we hate trouble, we hate argument. And when you are in the middle of people who loves to argue, so it's like this. Some Scorpios love to argue and to have the last say, because in their eyes, that if I'm the winner, hello Maximus, hello. So from Norway, by the way. We are back in Norway. 666. Welcome. So the point here is that I don't do the reads for lower level Scorpio. Those who are still on the steel level, who have the need to have the last saying, to be the right one, or to paint a picture uh, regarding people as insane, or there is a difference between telling the truth and then painting a picture and then attacking someone, because these people are moving on instinct, so they are ruled by the neocortex. Basically, they have a reptilian brain. So for me, I've already knew before we left that I don't want to take any part of this, but because of the situation I'm in, I literally have no choice but to sit in that car. And of course, they will make a drama out of this. So, yeah, it ended up with this female Scorpio. I don't know if it has something to do with her South American nature, or if it's just being unevolved. However, I hope that the law of Norway, the Norwegian law, make this punishable, because I can't think of anything more disgusting and childish than spitting on people or their things. It's disgusting, because we gave her a piece of paper that was already threatened these people with a knife or anything. So there we were, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rahu, and Euro, and my father, Scorpio, Mars. So let's see. We are going to check up. Welcome back, people. We're going to do a check upon what is going on with Scorpio now these days. The general read, check upon the house positions, and see what you're up against. So if there is some love questions also, we will have a look for it. But these are for those of you who are above this behavior that I described for you today. You are not really Scorpios, you're birds, you are eagles. Because even snakes, snakes are holy, so I can accept the benevolent snake. These are very powerful, the naga. For those who work with Kundalini yoga, I can't exactly call you lower entities, but that is a snake with wings, actually. So we are going to take a look and see what's the general energy for Scorpio now. I'll have to apologize for me being my voice is a little shaky. It's been a rough ride trying to get out of Thailand or Asia in general. It was actually, yeah, I thought you need to be a rocket science to get out of there. There are so many different routes that change all the time. So, but we managed to come home in the end. And so let's see, at least we have a nest where we can stay for some time without any arguments. So what's going on for Scorpio right now? What is it that Scorpio need to know? I'm sure there are some alignments in the sky and some sun flares and all that stuff. This is synchronicity based, so whenever you see this message could be for you and the situation you are in. So what is next in love, money, career, family drama? It seems like certain things, no matter how avoidant you are, you will always, if you are around people, you will always meet people who are possessed by creepy stuff, you know. So if you let that take, you know, you could choose to take a few steps back, or you can have your pepper spray ready, you know. So okay, what is going on for the Scorpio right now? The general update. I have to admit, it was quite a shock to see grown-up people act like this. So Scorpio, we're opening up with 10 of coins, which is interesting. So you might have been in a situation where some of you might get a tax refund. As you can see here, they are playing chess because we are living in the life of duality. So we have to always face duality. And today I had to face duality. I have a black wolf inside of me and I have a white wolf inside of me, and that's what you see on the chessboard here, Scorpio. You need to keep your black wolf. You don't need to starve it. You don't need to starve it, because if you starve the wolf, it will go aggressive on you. And so you need that balance point. You need to, if you have a dog, you can't starve your dog. So this is an Indian saying where you starve and you don't feed the black wolf. I beg to differ. Feed the black wolf, but feed the black wolf with love and be firm. Think of it as a child. Okay? So 10 of coins, Scorpio. Uh, that's awesome. In the split here, you have Ace of Coins in reversed. So there could be an offer here which is being withdrawn from you. And you also have 9 of Coins in the split here, which tells me that it doesn't really matter because you're not really codependent on anyone. So let's move on and see what's going on with Scorpio right now. So we have 2 of that's actually me. Well, I'm dancing. She stole my style. But we have 2 of coins, and it's coming out in this split here. So there is something you have taken upon you, Scorpio, which could be a little bit too much. You could be tired regarding something or exhausted. If you take a good look on this card here, you can actually see that someone are underneath the chessboard. And so today I thought, wherever I go, I will always be exposed to people who either attack me like that snake, because the light that some of us generate within us, because we follow our highest passion, is provoking, because as you are eagle. Hello there, Norsafi. Oh, hello there, and welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you again. Thank you so much for your likes, by the way. And so yeah, so today I felt a little bit like, I've done this and this for you. At least be in the car, a little bit. You have to go along with certain things, which isn't comfortable, and that's the moment where you don't feel that you are fully in charge. You are in debt to someone. So my beautiful stepfather, he's a great guy because he's defending me, but there are also rules. He's an emperor in the archetype. He's an emperor, and so there are certain rules that I have to follow if I want to be here. But at least you're safe. Hello there, Patty. So nice to see you all. So something tells me, Scorpio, that some of you could be in a similar situation where you have to compromise. Where you have to juggle something. There's something that maybe you you feel that, okay, I have a goal there. Let's check the third card, because most people who are pulling the Celtic cross, they just pull one. But for me, I like to dig a little deeper. For those of you who know me, knows that I like to use the card for digging. So I learned a few new things about tarot today, and they really have their roots in Egypt. Even the word tarot is from ancient Egypt. So I'm putting up some teachings. So if you live in Norway and you live close to my town, Arendelle, you have the opportunity to attend to my tarot school. Anyway, Knight of Coins. So someone could come in here with an offer. So myself, I'm not sure where to put myself in this. Some of you could be looking for work. Some of you could be in a love situation. I do see a lot of coins here, and I do see that some of you need to be a little bit careful regarding that offer, because you could be dealing with a trickster. All right. So in order to understand the trickster, you need to become the trickster. You need to be able to, and that is when you go through the entire Fool, the greater arcana. When you go through the great arcana, all the archetypes, which is 22, you become the chief of tricksters. You become an actor. And in a world like this, it's more like shifting energies. So it's not really lying about who you are. It's being able to adapt your energies wherever you are. Like when I'm in Laos, I adapt to the rules there, and I say "Kop chai" instead of thanks, and I bow, and as well as I can, I try to reflect. Although there are 5 human designs I recently learned about, and apparently I'm a generator, which it's nothing special about it, except that we're always full of ideas, and we don't need other people's energy in order to generate energy, which a cool thing. So basically, being a generator is like having brown eyes. It's the most common eye color, but it's also the strongest one. So think about that next time you are jealous with blue-eyed people. Uh, it's a weaker one, right? Okay, so let's move on and see what is in your position. So I'm not going to say that the juggling here is necessarily it's coming out like this. So it's tilting a little bit, okay? So maybe you are in a situation now where you're not so sure. Should I take that offer? I also advise you to dance, Scorpio. I don't care how you dance. Like one of the last Madonna videos, it looks, she looks like a baby wearing a diaper, in a spaceman suit. But everyone can dance, and put on music, dance. You will, you literally change your vibration by putting on music, and we tend to forget it until that awesome song plays blast full on your ears, right? So yeah, so weak to sunlight for blue eyes. Here in Norway, the sunlight starts at like 4 o'clock in the morning now. It's depressing. It's really depressing. So yeah, so Scorpio, what is crossing your situation now? You have the Ace of Wands. So for me, the only way I can relate to it, I miss my girl, and she's a big girl now, and I can't connect with her in the same way. She's becoming independent and a little bit irritated because haven't been around, and so you know that's what hits me. But where are you in this? Because this is this is could be a blockage in your creativity, Scorpio. Here she's holding this baby. It's such a beautiful illustration. She's holding this baby. It's a blockage. Some of you could have some trouble with your mothers, with motherhood, with pregnancy, but this is also about, as you can see, the beetle there and the trees on her head, fertility. So it's this one is actually mixed with a lot of earth energy. Some of you could need more D vitamin, is what I get. Some more sun, so you can blossom. Um, but this is also about finding your passion. Some of you could be in a situation right now where you feel incredibly bored, depressed, like everything is just going in a loop. It repeats itself no matter what you do. Like I've been traveling the world, and there was no way I was going to stay away as long as I was. However, some of you know the story and it ended, but still I saw new things all the time, but I never really found the excitement except when I found a new deck of cards. So is it something that you might have right in front of you that excites you, but you think, what's the meaning of doing that? Can I make money from that? Will it lead me somewhere? I have here, back here, a tower of yarn to knit with because it feels so good. But at some point, you also have to choose. You can have 10 or 20 passions, but choose the one that excites you the most and the one you think that no matter what I do, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it later. It's not something you postpone, it's not something you think you have the passion for. Like me, I love martial art. I love martial art. But for some reason, I can't stay away from tarot cards. So the highest passion is pretty obvious. I love to work with pictures. I love to paint. I love to design. I love to read from them, tell story from them. Hello, Tim. Nice to see you again. Love to see you again. Hello, Deepak. Sharma. So, what is your highest passion, Scorpio? That is your task I give to you this week. Ask yourself, write a list. What is it that you do after work that you can't stop doing? Is it sitting with Netflix? Well, is it something you could do while you're watching Netflix? Um, for me, metaphysics, I can listen to metaphysics for hours, and tarot is a part of metaphysics. Trying to understand the flower of life, trying to understand, who understand the flower of life is controlling the universe. Who controls the flower of life controls the universe, right? Okay, so we have 3 cards in your far past here, Scorpio. You have the Hanged Man, you have the Emperor, and you have the Queen of Coins in reverse. So in your far past, I see a very stingy woman here, or someone who could have trouble getting that extra coin. So it could be anything from being stingy to be, one example could be one in my family. She had very little. But when she get her pension, she would go and buy gold. And she always think about herself. She doesn't really think about her children. Sometimes this could be, today everyone likes to use narcissism, like I've told you 1 billion times. Narcissism is the new pink, so Not sure that was the best phrase, but you could be dealing with a Capricorn in your past who've been doing you wrong. And we also have the Emperor here, someone with great authority here who is leaving you hanging there. And there was a feminine here, feminine energy, who didn't really help you out. She was standing by his side. Okay? So some of you could have been dealing with very dominating parents. Your father or an ex could have been someone who says that, you know, your mother is like this or your sister is like this, but you just have to deal with it. And so the Hangman, which is a story on its own. This one is actually wearing a clock. Is someone who you could compare him with Jesus, but it goes far deeper than that. It's about seeing things from a different perception, but also leaving you hanging. There's not really much you could do. Some of you could feel a little bit betrayed in a way, or like you're not really seen for who you truly are. Okay, so let's move on, Scorpio, to your recent past. Okay, that's kind of too much, Scorpio. I was kind of too much. So let's see, your recent past. Okay, clearly, Scorpio, our recent past carries on. So Wheel of Fortune came. You made a decision. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So Wheel of Fortune came, which is, it could be karma, it could be time. Sometimes it's symbolized with the norm. Wheel of Fortune is really symbolizing. We like to think of it as, I like to think of it as Saturn, and yet someone would say that's Jupiter. What do you think? Because Saturn, or Kali, I think this is a pretty trans Kali kind of figurine, but very Saturn with Uranus here, or I don't know, the sun maybe. Anyway, the Wheel of Fortune is very often destiny coming in. You have a soul contract. Here we have a couple running away, doing something naughty. I'm not sure I should cover her nipple. Okay, I'm sorry, YouTube. So here we have a couple. Exactly, Saturn rings. So I don't know, I get very strong vibes from Saturn when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, because it's so much about time. And if you have a good Saturn placement, you get all this stuff, you know, a lot of stuff. It's everything physical. So apparently I have a good Saturn placement when it comes to obtaining physical things. But he's also a hardcore teacher. He's also placed in my Leo in my chart. So my self-confidence have been challenged over the year. Here we have a couple running away with your money, Scorpio. Someone's stingy. Usually 4 of coins is a man sitting holding back. But this couple, they are now being tagged. Maybe I'm being inspired by reality, but they're being tagged by karma here, as you can see. That you said that this is not whatever these people are doing. Maybe these are siblings of in your family, regarding, you know, you had to share your money or whatever, right? So what happens? Well, at some point being this stingy and holding back and holding back. At some point, Saturn is coming in, or Shiva, which is Gaga, which is Pluto, and say, it's time to let go of that. You can't cling on to that. This is Earth. This is Earth. This is matter. This is more mother matter. Matter. So, yeah, that's uncomfortable. Whatever you are clinging on to will be the end of you, Scorpio. So check your Ketu. I have Ketu in Taurus, and Taurus, we know Taurus is yeah. This is a Scorpio read. That, that's how I'm today. If my nose get worse than this, we will have to. Anyway, you will see me different timelines now because I'm in Norway, so and I was in Thailand, so I don't know. But now with the United States, I don't know what time it's there, but in Norway, we're only 1 hour from England, and so forth and so forth. So we have Six of Swords here. Someone here have trouble getting away. Maybe you want to run away, or maybe this couple want to run away, or someone in your family wants to are trying to get away with something. I don't know if you can relate to that, Scorpio. Someone is have taken something from you, maybe, or maybe this is you. Wasn't necessarily negative, but these cards are very pandemonium, like creepy trickster kind of vibe. Uh, but I was very happy when I found it. um, then things. Oh, well, at least I have a chair. I have a chair, and it's kind of comfy in comparison to all I've been sitting on for the last few months, whatever. So Scorpio, at some point things stagnate here, and you had to let things go, or someone had to let things go because karma broke in, and you were stuck in a situation, and all of a sudden, recently, the wheel, or the other wheel here, all of a sudden. You got a whole new car, or the car started finally to work out of the blue. You got it fixed. It could be something quite literally, or it could be something that finally you can move, you can, you know. I think you get my point here. So Scorpio, we're going to check what is crowding your situation. What is crowding the situation of Scorpio right now? It's crowding. So let's see. Pray for me, guys. I'm trying to find a place where I can keep my teachings, so I can make some coins out of my beautiful knowledge about the gods. Okay, so you actually have King of Cups in reversed. It doesn't surprise me. Some of you could be dealing with other Scorpios who are in your face. Because I just told you that I'm not doing, you could watch as much as you like, but this read is not for or intended for an evolved Scorpios. To be honest with you, I don't want an evolved Scorpios on my channel, because usually they would find a way to try and troll you. And so today I found one of my stalkers. What do you know? We have 2 Scorpio stalkers on this channel. What do you say? It would be an interesting experiment to show you what that Scorpio consists of. because I put up a trap. Scorpio too. One of my stalkers, I have 2 Taurus, 2 Scorpios, someone unmentionable. They hate me. But don't be too over smart, because some of you just went straight into one of my traps today. Koha? Yeah, right. But you're a nice Scorpio Maximus, aren't you? And we have Tim here. I assume most of you here are Scorpios, or maybe you have a Scorpio placement. I wouldn't kick you out because you say I only have Mars Scorpio, or you're cross positive, because today I witnessed what it means to have Mars placed in Scorpio. They fight like Scorpio. They want revenge. And they spit poison. But this energy is very uninvolved. Like I said, I'm not going to call people assholes or fuck you or tell them to fuck off, or any of these things, because that's beneath me. However, we are all human and we can all explode. So, Rizwan, an Indian here. What a shock. So King of Cups here, that is unevolved Scorpio, the ones that wants revenge. Or it could also be that you've fallen. You know, you could be sick, or you could have been provoked into a level where you're literally thinking of you want to murder someone. You know, I would never think about such a thing. No. But I did learn something here yesterday, that if you've been dealing with a sociopath that was very extremely violent in their teenagers and their 20s, maybe 30s, and then you meet them again in their 40s, and they are so calm and they're no longer violent, and you think they have changed. If they make a threat, believe them. Yeah? So coming to this channel, we have a little extra twist regarding Scorpio. Just like there is a Kabbalistic channel I want to recommend for you. I can't remember the name. He's also Scorpio. He's putting some pressure on the sign of Scorpio. Why? Because we have to go all the way down to the deep, into the darkest of the dark, and you have a choice whether you want to carry the light or be offensive. You have the choice to be a positive person who are constructive, who are someone who are a builder or a creator, or you could be destructive and go down the path of devolution. That is all up to you guys. Okay, so let's see a possible outcome here, Scorpio. That was pretty quick. Okay, so Scorpio, you have the world. So I just came home. I'm now in Arendal of southeast coast of Norway. So you will see some small clips from my country. Honestly, after a couple of days, I'm like, oh my god, my home is so boring. Except the mountains there. So yeah, you are going to accomplish something, Scorpio. Some of you are already managed to get to the finish line regarding the cycle that we've been through in this millennia regarding you have crossed the finish line, Scorpio, perhaps with even not being aware of it. So you started a new cycle now. So what happens is that you need to understand that you have other incarnations right here, right now, that you can, well, it's something called quantum jumping, but you can download data from these other incarnations of you which are taking place right here, right now. Some of you out there are looking at me, and I'm literally you. In a higher sense, we are all one. But some of us, some of you who keeps coming back here, who are attracted to my vibration and the things and the mindset that I have, where you feel you recognize yourself in me as someone you know, is probably because we stem from the same oversoul. There are only 300,000 oversouls here on earth, and we are 8 billion people. Interesting. Hello, God Feast. We are doing a Scorpio read. So yeah, fulfillment. This is beautiful, Scorpio. This is beautiful. So let's check possible outcome of the situation that we are in, Scorpio. I think we have, if we have some questions regarding that, I'm going to have a look and see. So today it's interesting because today the universe is pushing the cards out of my hand. It says, have a look. You know, so wow. Okay, so unless you find yourself in romantically, or oh, there's a little card again. Jesus Christ. I will never get monetarized, but so what? This is, in 2 days here in Norway, there is a big party. It's the National Day of Norway, where we got independent from either Norway or Denmark. No, I mean Sweden or Denmark. Who gives a shit? I think it was Sweden. If you happen to be from Scandinavia, wouldn't it be awesome if Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Iceland, and Finland became one big superpower filled with Vikings, with engineers, rocket science, and with the economy that we have here? What do you think about that? Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Okay, politics, fuck that. Now let's move on. So you might experience, Scorpio, that you and a possible outcome here. I always use 4 possible outcomes, which symbolizes, because some of you Scorpios might have an earth moon, some of you have water moon like me. I'm Scorpio sun moon, which makes my moon every week, actually, so it's not as cool as it sounds. Some of you have maybe Gemini moon or an air sign as moon, which I'm jealous at, by the way. Some of you could have a fire moon sign, as in Leo moon or something. Maximus, you tried poltergeist, avoiding complimenting? What do you mean by that? Yeah. Yes, that's true, Heavenly Helmets. We are very misunderstood. But when uninvolved Scorpios, Helena might see, like today, this huge woman would come towards me, very aggressive. And today I knew that she's going to attack me physically, because it's been this far, but As soon as she see that, okay, there is a witness here, she would back down, right? And so these kind of Scorpios are creating a horrible reputation for everyone else. I've been the villain. I'm always painted as the villain, you know, unless, you know, even you would think of me as a goddess in the beginning. I know so much metaphysics. Oh my God, I'm clever. I'm a multi-artist. I've had those people who almost worship me. They realize that people like me also, we need to feed. We take a shit. We burp. We snore. You know, we stink when we are running. We sweat. We are human, and we have cravings, which we try to hide. We have a shadow side. That they get like, oh, so you're not above all those animalistic cravings, you know. They are a little bit more intense within the star sign of Scorpio. I was kidding with God of Feast. Okay, so you're Virgo, God Feast. Do you have? I've got Venus in Virgo. I'm extremely critical when it comes to in love life or when it comes to details or in with the Scorpio tongue it can be a little negative. Virgos are critical but also very clever, brilliant. You're ruled by Mercury. Check your Scorpio placement, and if you don't have any planets in Scorpio, you always have an 8th house. So wherever you have your 8th house, this is where you find your obsessions. I have mine in Aquarius. And since I'm also conjunct Uranus, I'm basically an Aquarian Scorpio, as another astrologist would tell me. Okay. I thought you said Happy Shivaratri. I thought we were done with that. So, okay, so I think we missed out on, we have 3 more cards. So for those of you guys, we have Ace of Coins here. Some of you are actually getting an offer from the Black Dragon. Huh? Cool, huh? Some of you will get an offer. Maybe you work, who knows? And, okay, I think we have more than good file articles. So beware of the trickster Scorpio, because we have the Knight of Cups here coming out with the Magician. So some of you will be courted. Oh my God, you want to have a cup of coffee with me? Oh my God, you are so sexy. Oh my God, you are so beautiful. Blah, 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 blah. But the trickster, the magician, you never really know where you have him. Either he's Aleister Crowley or he's one of those dudes that you see when you're smoking chaga. I'm not telling you to smoke that, but if you travel into the world of DMT, if some of you have ever tried ayahuasca or something that, you know, if you smoked pure DMT, you will meet clouds actually, and these clouds are archons actually. So they will try to trigger you and they will mirror your vibration. So if you fear them, if you are afraid of them, they will be like, ah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And they will intimidate you more, but I recommend you to have your boom blaster ready. Find your favorite music and say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you too. And then you smile and you just pull a joke. Because they are jokers, literally. So I don't know if you guys have any experience with that. I'm not promoting drugs on this channel. We are just doing some coffee and Scorpio read here. Actually, I'm drinking lemonade. Very sweet, very delicious. So, I did. I usually hippie mate that works very well. So yeah, by the way, Knight of Cups here, they are very sweet, but they are unevolved Pisces. They are too young, so they don't really stick to their words, and they lie a lot, combined with trickster, the magician. Someone comes and are trying to, you don't quite know where you have them coming with a romantic proposition or something. Don't trust them, okay? So yes, hippie Martha, I am actually used to have my way. I did. I did. I had, it was a very expensive lesson, but truth to be told, I've been too greedy on purchasing tarot cards. And I see the tarot cards. You can call it greed. I call it passion, because I can't have enough of those tarot cards, and that's my job, and that's what I give to you for free, right? And so I wasn't really the greedy one, because they wanted 17,000 baht from me without giving us the opportunity to pay that online. They were very vague about it, so we are going to complain about it, because they changed a lot of rules, and if the plane can afford to run off with my 800 euros, and my extra tarot cards won't sink the airplane. I think that there could have been a solution there, but it was, everything was really put up from early that day on, that I was not going anywhere. Even from now, I had trouble getting away, because why? I lost my credit card. So being greedy, well, I've been greedy in that sense that I cannot have enough tarot cards. And that's, so if you think of that as a negative thing, that's all right. But what I'm really doing is kind of follow my highest passion. And when I buy the tarot cards, I give out the readings for free to you. Many times a week. You can ask anyone here. So the rest of the stuff in that luggage was not so much mine. 50% of it was a gift for my child and my mother. So how greedy was it really? Because you're standing up against a big company who are billionaires, who are claiming this amount of money when you already have paid them this amount of money. Not just that, but also humiliating you. So never have I experienced being treated that way. But as soon as you give them 2,500, you get first class, and they will give you a duvet. And what you have then? Well, you have dividation of people. You're rich, we treat you like a royal, and you're poor, we treat you like that. So there's differences between rich and poor also, which these companies operate, and that's the Aquarius in me saying that, I oppose that bullshit. So calling me greedy, it's a little bit, it's a very strong and I'd say bold label, thinking that most of the donations also that we get here goes back into animal charity. But I did learn something, and that is that, and that goes for all of you, for all of us, that I love tarot card so much, reading them, looking at them, and I barely people barely pay me a dime for me to read them. 100 rupee in India is like €1. It's what I charge people for giving me a read. And at some point, I would be taken advantage of. Is that greedy? So, my point is that I followed my passions, which is the formula for you to ascend. Into the degree I was willing to walk and carry these heavy bags everywhere. What it taught me is that, okay, these things are also physical things, they have a heavy weight, and when it becomes the passion goes from passion to an obsession, which is it's kind of putting an obstacle in your life, then it's no longer healthy. So what we learn from that is that moderation, keep your passion, be love doing tarot cards, but be a little bit more, if I find that, oh, this deck is I've been looking everywhere for this, and it creates this fire in you, which you are supposed to do, by the way, and you can afford that and you buy that. Make sure that you have enough space and that you also have enough finances to be able to ship them directly to your home, because in my opinion you cannot have enough tarot cards if that is your profession. What do you think? Okay, so guys, the last card here. As you can understand, I listen a lot to Daryl Anka, and so the formula is follow your passion to the highest and possible, which I did. We also learned that when your passion becomes almost like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it escapism, maybe, I don't know, but when it pulls you down, when I'm drowning, I'm willing, and I know that, okay, if I don't lose the luggage with my 100 decks of tarot cards, I will drown. Then it's no longer a healthy situation. So that's with all kinds of material things. I left a lot of material things behind on my journeys. Anyway, so that's my Ketu in Taurus. Ketu in Taurus. I come from a life where I'm used to a lot of abundance, where I'm used to living a life in luxury, where I'm used to having people do stuff for me even. And then coming into this life and being on my own, and if I want that, I can get it, but I have to carry it. It gives you muscles, and it also gets you in a little bit of trouble. Your last card here. Some of you could have some issues with sleeping, but it's coming in reverse. It's also coming to an end, is what I feel. So, what do you say, guys? Do you want me to go through your houses? Your 12 houses. So what you do, let's see, coming in here, Scorpio, is that some of you, okay, a nipple again. I'll just take my chances with you two. I'm not monetized, and I don't even have 2K users on this channel anyway, so, ooh. Some of you having a lover all of a sudden coming in. Good for you, I'm happy for you. Besides that, we have a Sagittarius energy here, not necessarily a Sagittarius, but Knight of Wands in reversed, someone who could, in a very negative way, be very much in and out of your life. Some of you might run into a Leo, maybe in your love life or professional life. Maybe you yourself are on fire, because you get an extra tarot deck, all those nice sexy shoes from Gucci. Yeah, so yeah, I openly admit I eat antihistamine for sleeping. They make you drowsy, and melatonin. It's not a good thing, but my God, you get some awesome dreams, sleep. So also here I see the Seven of Wands. There could be some conflicts coming in here. I don't see any negative with the Leo energies of the lover here. Some of you could get a sexy. I know Scorpio have a weakness for Leo because they are. So, but also here I see some of you also losing your capacity a little bit, your spine. You're like, so this is strength in reverse. So let's move on, Scorpio, to your house positions and see what we have for you. It's been a while since I've been online, so I'm starving to fill up your ears. I doubt there will be a free read tonight, but uh, I'm back and I have an office and I have a nice chair. All right. So I took a look at this beautiful deck here, which we haven't used for a little time, a Tarot of the Divine, which was introduced to me in Bangkok earlier last year or later last year with this really the best seller this year for those of you who are really interested in tarot. I find them extremely beautiful. So Scorpio, we are going to have a look in your house positions and see what you need to work on, uh, what is going on. If you have an interest in me having a look at your love life or career life, then just say I on the chat, on the message, I love life or I career. We will find already your career read in this thing, and I can have a deeper look on the love life as well. If there are an interest in the general read of your person's feelings towards you, I have the energy to do that, but I need you to consent because, this is a long read. I've been starving myself on the tarot now. So being back here, talking with you guys, seeing my beautiful friends, Tim, and new people, Maximus, it's so awesome. And people who think I'm doing free reads because they don't read the caption. Uh, I miss all of you. So, what is going on right now for Scorpio through all the houses? And I'm excluding unevolved Scorpios who are crawling on the level. So, we are sticking to those who are capable of self-reflecting. This means that you minimum have to belong to, you guys remember I was talking about the Heilaxu, I think. The last one was nomadics. They are pure spiritual, and was someone in between. They were, it was such a cool name, but I have something. They had such a cool name. Anyway, they are the thinkers, academics, the skeptics, and that's all right because they start to they are a little bit under the establishment. The second one there, that this is gnosis. This is from the Gnostics, I believe, or the Catharians. We also have those who belongs who are uninitiated. So basically, those who are uninitiated are unevolved Scorpios. They want revenge. They want to have the last say. They want to win, and they will sting you. So those who are initiated, they will still sting you, but they will have an interest in the occult. However, they don't understand it. They just think that, oh, I believe in ghosts. Oh, there is something more. Oh, can you do the tarot? You know, those who belongs to the third, who are real initiated on the third level, on a very high degree, they are capable of deciphering a lot of things going on a spiritual level, and are therefore also teachers, high level teachers within metaphysics. And there are many I can recommend for you. Terrence Howard, the actor, is one I will very much recommend for you to check out, and his deciphering of the flower of life. Okay, Scorpio, 12 houses, what's going on? What is it that Scorpio need to know? Great Spirit regarding the 12 houses. Show us so we can see. I also have here a box filled with the role-playing dice from my Dungeons and Dragons. So to find the intensity. Yeah, I'm open for private reads, and I will specify that on Facebook in one of the upcoming days. So Scorpio, you have Four of Cups in your first house here. So in the Thoth deck, this is actually abundance. And sometimes it can also be boredom. I have so much. I'm not even noticing the fourth cup, which is, possibly you would want that. I find myself a lot in being in Four of Cups. I had many offers where people would want to publish my children's book or my dragon artwork, or offer me a job in the mountains in Norway, which is pretty cool. And I'm like, ah, I had what I need. And then a few years later, I kind of, I could have published my kid's book. So this could be Four of Cups. It could also be, stubbornness. I refuse to take that cup from you. Or it could be sometimes distraction. It could be escapism. I don't notice the fourth cup coming there. So whatever you feel that you are, uh, oh, hot bath. You're lucky, heavenly hell moments, if you have a bathtub. I would. That's what I call luxury. And have a good one, by the way, heavenly. Okay, so let's check out your second house, Scorpio. So here we have the star. So the star in reversed, second house. Second house belongs to Taurus. So this is our physical senses, is ruled by Venus. Some of you could have some issues. Everything, if it's not a health house. It's not a health house, but some of you, I get some of you could have some issues with your neck. Just throwing it out there. Also, I see that some of you could feel that you lack something, that you don't have everything. You could be a little bit bored. You could not. Sometimes I feel that we need to be more in our body, be present in every move we make, because we tend to be 2 steps ahead of ourselves. I don't know if you see people in the big cities, they are always ahead, they are not really present when they are walking. So I don't know what this has. I just got that that you need to be in your senses, be more in contact with your senses. Touch yourself, smell the flowers. This is actually a media exercise when you use 1 week to just focus on smells, to just focus on tastes, just focus with your gaze, just focus, and in that sense you enhance your senses. Basically, that's a ninjutsu exercise. But it could also be lack of money or abundance here in the second house for some of you. Third house, okay, that's interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. We have Nancy here. I don't know if you've seen the American Gods, Dark Horse. Have sold Neil Gaiman's concept into Hollywood. I don't know if you remember Nancy, the African spider god. So that's Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So that goes on your mind, your thinking. What do you feel? Anyone have any suggestion? How Wheel of Fortune, Maximus, you're the one who have a little bit astrology insight here. Do I remember correct here? What do you feel if you place Wheel of Fortune reversed in the house of Gemini, which is all about the mind and communication? That's dramatic. Four horsemen of the apocalypse. I lost you there. Personally, I don't like spiders, so having this third house, having this in your third house, a spider. Actually, it is Wheel of Fortune, so it's not. It's nothing to do with spider, but I'm going to have a look. Scorpio, Nancy, the get away from that spider idea. They're creepy. Spider. I mean, why? Because the spider are so many things. It can represent the quantum singularity. It can represent grandmother spider. It can represent, she yields the Wheel of Fortune. She's creating our destiny, just like the Nords. Each thread is someone's life, right? And so it's in reverse in your mindset, in your mentality, how you communicate. I have to admit, I say I get a little short there. Yeah. Financial, I don't know. I'm always broke anyway, so I'm always on the minus side of money, and still I couldn't, for some reason, taking out, sitting here, being a Laos millionaire. What to do about that? Sell the money? Will buy Laos money? So this is, one of these are 100,000. Keep. I was afraid they would let me onto the plane. So money-wise, I have money, but if I want to spend them, I have to go to Laos. Let's see, Maximus. Let's see. Let's see what this is. I think this is a bit strange. I never really had the karma wheel or the wheel of time. Saturn, maybe the quantum. Yeah, it's. I feel I get this Kali vibe here. Do you feel me? Yeah. Oh, someone stabbed you in the back, Scorpio. Someone got backstabbed. Yeah, it starts to make sense now. So, which could also, I don't know if that has anything to do with the first house, but Scorpio, yeah, it's time to move on. you've got someone stuck on your mind, someone backstabbed you, and you're very disappointed regarding someone, and it's time to, yeah, I'm rich. I'm a fucking millionaire in Lao. So, and they sell these cool, I don't know, voodoo dolls. I don't know what to, I just thought, I suppose I have a creepy sense of taste. The backside here, still here, Tim. There is a little bit trouble with sleeping. I have to admit, I wake up 6 o'clock and I'm like, but waking up in the morning is okay, I suppose. I'm not just used to it. So yeah, we got that old Maximus. It's nice to have another astrologer on the team here. Okay, so fourth house. Fourth house. What is that? That is family. That is home. That is also where we come from. It's our roots, going all the way back to former lives. What do you see? What do you know? Death. I think Scorpios can handle that. Don't you think Scorpio can handle death? So a big transformation. So I just came home, but so nobody in my family knows their home except my beautiful, charming ex and his beautiful, sexy girlfriend, and my daughter, of course. All of them Scorpio. I really questioned why the hell did I incarnate in this life? Probably because of the tarot cards, but death in your family, Scorpio. And I earlier I remember I did actually see an actual death, not just transformation, but actual death in someone's family, like as in funerals with the gypsy cards and these things. So let's just hope there is someone who are very sick and old and happy with that. Hello, Aaron. Hello. Long time no see, Scorpio gang. Yeah, the villains of the or what they say, the mafia of the zodiac. And some of us, we are Libra in sidereal, so what can I say? Five of Swords. So, but I'm reading tropical, so it's for tropical. I need to set like one standard, you know. It is timeless, yes, but it's also tropical Scorpio. So it doesn't matter if you're Libra. There. This is tropical, Placidus, Hellenistic, whatever. Scorpio. Someone are playing mind games with you. Okay? They want to mind fuck you, so to speak. Five of Swords, fifth house. So this is a place where we're supposed to have fun. What I see here is someone who are cruel, making someone cry. Basically Toth or Adobe looking, have this Adobe looking, uh, very sociopathic, to be honest, or almost psychopathic, because sociopathic. Like I gave you an example of one Scorpio today who are incapable of restraining themselves regarding their actions. They're, screaming, making this drama with their hands and spitting and throwing tantrums. That's and not feeling any regret, not seeing themselves from another person's perception, just only seeing from their own angle. This is unevolved Scorpio, and it's also a very Scorpio thing to actually enjoy playing mind games when they are on a low level, and we are dealing also here with people who have Mercury in Scorpio. And they enjoyed that. They enjoyed that. And they enjoy also having the last say, to inflict pain upon others. When you inflict pain upon others and you laugh and you have fun and you have the need to be above someone, that makes you into a crawler, a pretty low level one. Okay, so this is your health, Scorpio, also representing your work. Some say it also can represent the house of enemies. So, what do you know? King of Coins in reverse. So, that is Taurus energy. Some of you could have a Taurus on your neck, or literally, since Taurus rule the neck, you really, like I said, many of you could have trouble with your neck, which personally I can verify. Today, today I got this, oh. So, some of you could also be without work right now, or you could have been how to say been reduced at work. We are, you know, there is no room for you. You might stand in a quite colorful position right now, Scorpio, where you might have to look for another job. There could be some health issues here that are connected to your neck, or you could be also you could also have an enemy, which could have Taurus, which I can verify. I have haters in my life who have strong Taurus placement who won't comment about that. Just say. Many Usually there is a mutual respect between Scorpio and Taurus, but if one is less involved than the other, then there will be some tension for sure. And we are fixed sign, we are pretty stubborn, you know. I'm gonna have it my way. Told my daddy, lime juice, all of it is going down. Daddy. Aha! Now you talk like an Indian. Bad neck and lower back, yeah. Mm. Unfortunately, I wish I could say the same Aaron Stark regarding my Scorpio friends. Most Scorpios that I've been involved with, they will always try to challenge me somehow. And those who are evolved, I'm still on a good tone with them. Even though one of them, there is no spiritual there, nothing, nothing. But she has a beautiful heart. She's a goth, and she's a gothic queen, and I always respected her. Um, she had this beautiful heart for animals and so much love, which is shocking me. I mean, where my if my computer stopped, if it stopped messing with me, I would be like, "Fuck you, ba 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 ba." You know, where she would, as a Scorpio who is not even into spirituality, would be like, "Oh, poor computer, are you working so hard?" You know, so I'm bowing down to that. Respect, man. If you can show compassion to a dead thing, you know, or to your phone. But everything is consciousness, so why not? And so she's sending out this love, and she's, despite that being so extreme in her gothic expression, everyone loves her. There's not a single person in the world who dislikes this woman. You can check out her website, gothic.no. Wonderful woman, and what I would call evolved Scorpio. She's I've seen her attack a few times in her younger days where I would be like, that's distasteful. The rabbit, that's distasteful. We don't call people assholes. No, we are above that. So I'm a bit of a snob, but then I get angry with my computer and I tell my computer to fuck off, you little bitch, or I'll throw you out the window. It's a contradiction. So let's check out your 7th house Scorpio and see what that's all about. Okay, so so anyone got some conflict with your in your love life right now? Social life. I feel that some of you are a little bit here. There's some kind of competition, maybe. Let's check and see what that means, Scorpio. Your 7th house, your love life. It looks me, you know, I'm celibacy. I'm an old woman. I'm a nun, basically. I'm a nun, so I'm not so worried about that part. 7th house. Someone could be dealing with a partner who is codependent. 9 of Swords in reversed here, followed up by, interestingly enough, 3 of Swords, which is a heartbreak, and I don't love you anymore. So that is for some of you Scorpios. I'm not going to necessarily. Yeah, there was some issues here regarding equal give and take. Someone here are dealing with someone, either a Capricorn or someone who are extremely toxic. And but there is grief here which you are slowly getting over, Scorpio. No love life here either. No, exactly. So whoever sees this after, I'm gonna put up. I don't know. You could help me find a nice clickbait for whatever we've been reading today. The clickbait I had on my earlier video, it turns out it worked. Um, and not many know that, but I studied drama, so uh, don't get this the wrong way, but I can cry if I want to. You know what I'm saying? And it means that I am, what I'm trying to say, I'm an educated actor, not on an academic level, but I studied drama for 2-3 years. I got a good grade. So when I'm listed as an entertainer on one of my channels, and you know that there is a spider in your room and you don't like spiders, so you have to capture it. You use the tools you have, wouldn't you? You're not harming the spider, you're just capturing it in a glass. You throw it outside. No one's harmed, right? And so I can't fake a real cry, yeah. But when it comes to the ninjutsu stuff, when it comes to morphing, how to morph, I'm going to have that on a secret channel. I've thought about that for 3 years to teach you how to do these things because I'm not. I have people who are stalking me, who wants to harm me, who take pleasure in harming me. So I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going out public and telling you that, hey, you just walked into one of my traps, and I'm sorry, but you I kind of warned you, and you're threatening me as well. So now you are seeing Scorpio who is calm, right? I'm not going violent, screaming because of. But crying is also because when I cry, just like Loki, this guy my daughter was obsessed with, uh, he would demonstrate how he could cry on command. I will not do that because I'm not hired as an actor. That's not what I'm being paid for. It's a weapon. It's a weapon to be able to morph your energies. So I just say that never, and as a Scorpio yourself out there watching this, never underestimate those people you're after. You want to crack their neck. If you are an unevolved Scorpio and you think you have, you're growing balls a bit too large, and you feel that, okay, I got the power, this is how great my muscles are, remember that you might be dealing with another cobra, and that cobra could be much older and wiser than you. And one technique that I can share with you is that a real wise warrior will let you win. If you play poker, if you want to win, you let your opponent get cocky. Do you understand the tactic? Until they think they really are superior. And in the meanwhile, you've been a spider uh, observing how they play, and then you grab the gold. So, yeah, Scorpios. Let's move on to the 8th house. I'm slow. That's my superpower, by the way. I'm very slow. So here we have Fenrir, the black wolf that I talked to you about. This wolf is not being fed. It's not being shown any love. It's opposite of shadow work. So your inner child, your inner wounded child is kind of shadow work. And here Fenrir, because Four of Swords for me is yoga. It's mental discipline. Here it is torturing an animal. It is the wolf Fenrir. Because he's going to swallow the sun, right? So he's the enemy, he's dangerous. Why is he dangerous in the first place? Why is he born a psychopath? Or is he groomed into a sociopath? That's the question. So Scorpio, in your 8th house, you have Four of Swords. You have the choice now to show love to your black wolf, but at the same time make a decision. Are you going to kill them? Are you going to take revenge? Or are you going to delete these people or that situation that annoys the hell out of you from your mind and move on and become a successful eagle slash phoenix? Or are you going to set that wolf free and starve it? Because if you starve a wild animal, it will attack you too. So that again, that Indian saying, don't feed the black wolf. I beg to differ. If you have a snake and you don't feed it, who do you think it's going to eat? Yummy. There are a few videos on YouTube that shows the interaction between human and animals and the love. But there are also a video out there that shows what happens if you lose the control of the wild animal, which is in you, Scorpio. You're a wild animal. Ninth house, travel, higher learning, Jupiter, good luck. What you have here? Well, you have two of coins. She looks a little bit sad in this sense. And we did also open up with two of coins where, and I will second that, Scorpio, that uh, I'm in Norway living with my dad, so I'm not starving, you know. But it would be nice to be able to buy my house, my own house, or my own condo, instead of paying on other people's debt. Just saying, that's what we've been doing for the past few years, paying on someone else's debt. Because we were stupid and didn't read the contract when we took that loan. Two of course. A little bit stressful because someone perceive this as twin flame energy, love. This is in the ninth house. Higher learning, travel. I don't know if any of you are nomadic. I see myself now as settled. I'm home. I'm safe. But two of course at the same times, it would be nice to, I just accumulated 3k euro in debt just to get back home here. So being a nomadic is not necessarily that cheap. I don't know about your situation, but do you feel it's getting a little tight now? Have you thought about my proposal about checking up on my entrepreneurship videos, which we have talked a lot about, getting some advices on making money? In my situation, all I need is a room. Get a room. mm. My ex could fake cry. Ah, that's pretty good for being a Capricorn, by the way, because they're earth signs, and usually the water signs are better at fake crying than, you know. But if you have your sixth sense available, when you see me talk about, sometimes we have the tea and coffee read here, and you see me telling a story, and I go back to the times when my daughter were young. You see I get teary in my eye. There is no reason for me to fake such a thing, right? Or it's a weak spot for me if I go back in time and I start talking about the animals that I used to have or when they used to suffer. I have my weak spots, and that's kind of also a clue, isn't it? Because you need to be an empath. You have light empaths and you have dark empaths, people who are capable, not just to be, because if you only mimic an emotion, you'll be able, as a Scorpio, to pick up on that this person is mimicking. This is not authentic. But a good actor is someone who become the victim, who's someone who becomes the villain. They become the character they are playing. And that's when you're like, you also, you as an empath, you sit watching in the screen, someone's crying. If the actor is really good, it's because they're actually crying, because they become that character. And that is also the secret to becoming a millionaire. Fake it till you make it. Or to become something else. To become who you want to be, you need to act as if. We already know that. I just have to spoon feed you, and I have to spoon feed me on this. Manipulators, yes, it is a form, but we do manipulate all the time without being aware of it in a way, in a manner, you know. You could be in a shitty fucking badass mood, but you go into the police station, you wouldn't say rah, 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 rah. You're like, hello there, sir. I have this problem. You need to tweak your vibrations. So, why? Well, you don't want to ruin someone else's day. Being an actor is being a master manipulator. Scorpio, in the ninth house here, you have Nine of Cups. So what do you get? So Nine of Cups is when you are capable of detaching from that black wolf, or you get a hookup in something that is unfair. And I know about people who would spend so much energy in my life on taking someone down. And every time I talk to them, we always go back to the same theme where they would talk about two specific people or three specific people, what they used to do and what they said the other day, and how I can overcome these people. And I ask them, why are you hanging with them if you have such a big issue with these people? People who are on a true path of someone would call it the warrior path, but the person who wants to truly evolve, we really need to stay away from people. I hate to say it, but we have our own things to figure out, and then it's really really hard to figure out your own stuff if someone else's stuff is on top of your stuff. It's very rare actually that two people go together as one. It's a very rare situation, and when you do that, you lose yourself. And it's good to lose yourself, but you're not supposed to lose yourself in someone else. It sounds crazy, but Tim gets me. Exactly, Brian. That's what I mean. That I try to tell many of my friends this, that why are you hanging with people who are extremely negative, extremely aggressive, taking really heavy drugs, as in needle? I'm not going to bitch you about smoking some spliffs, but for me, this is also not my cup of tea to hang out with people who are like this from morning. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not judging you. I've been there. But honestly, I want to spend my life with people who are interested in creating, co creating something that can construct a better world. We are here to create beauty. We are here to create. And we are very unaware. We are gods with amnesia. So, but all the time we are sending back data to the source. we are the source. So the idea of that we are detached from source, that's the illusion, right? So we are here, we experience suffering, and I am one of those who belongs to the first wave of volunteers, so-called Blu-ray, according to the description. And I have difficulties being here, I admit that. But doing my very best to like today when I experience this drama with these people who are vicious, vicious, you know, and they can't take any critique because it's everyone else's fault. That you constantly being bombarded with people who attack you, and you can't defend yourself because it's like talking to the wall. You are the villain, no matter what, because I made up my mind. You are the villain, finished. I want to have the last word. But you are in a place where you say, okay, I am the villain. Are you happy now? Truth is, no, they will never be happy because they don't love themselves. So let's move on. So this is actually your 10th house, Scorpio. That's Capricorn energy. And personally, my son just jumped into Capricorn, so we need to have a Capricorn celebration soon. I've got black candles and shit. Um, and so wherever you have your Capricorn placement, or I'd say your 10th house, that's where you can see how can I tweak my career. I would check your 8th house. What is my greatest passion, and how can I implement my 8th house onto the 10th house? Because you could say money is not important. Well, I've been outside Norway for a while now, and I've been inside Norway for a while now, and there's not a day where someone wants money from me because I'm hungry, or I need Paracet because I got fever. No one wants to give me, you know, I mean, try to go wherever shop with your rings or with your bracelets. It's not a world where we can trade anymore fur and meat or whatever we have in our life. The Vikings, they would bring I don't know, swords were very rare actually, so we used to fight with axes, but we would trade maybe fur. We had sheep. I don't know what the Vikings would have. It was a rough life, and I suppose that's why the reason they plundered, coming to rich continents where tomatoes would grow all the year. We didn't have things like apples, potatoes, and so Vikings survive on meat and berries. Basically, honestly, I don't understand how they survived, which makes it understandable why they were hardcore. You know, today the Vikings barely exist. They are castrated in Norway because why? We have a too large of a comfort zone, too much money, too much oil, too much resources in our country. Fish, we are the second largest country in the world that export fish. So I go to Nepal and I look for food and I find Norwegian salmon. Uh, so Norway is a Scorpio country. Have a look at the map and see the shape of it. I also read one place, it's a Scorpio country, and it's rough. But when Scorpio finally gets around the coin thing and the Scorpio natal sun moves through Sagittarius and into Capricorn, that's when Scorpios start making money. 8th house Scorpio is all about an immense amount of wealth. Take a look at Bill Gates. But if you have a poor mindset, what will happen? That's exactly what you will attract. Okay, let's move on to the second last house here, which is Queen of Wands in reverse. So, Aquarius here. Aquarius. 11th house. Some of you Scorpios will meet maybe a feminine energy or an Aries. The energy is feminine and it's full of fire and it's full of conflict. Okay? So we see conflict here in your 7th house. We see some struggles there in your 6th house, work and health. 7th house, love, marriage. 2nd house, belongings, senses, property. We see a female energy here who wants to be on top of the world. She wants attention. It could of course be a male, but this energy is someone you will meet out there on the field if you're a politician or you just go out in the social life, friend maybe, lover. This is, I can't say the N word, I really hate the word, but someone who craves attention. They are selfish, they want to be on top of the world, see me, and but it's such a negative manner that they will also try to control you, Scorpio. I'm teaching tarot, yes, we do, but not today. I'm putting up classes next week. If I get a room. Yeah. So let's see here. Last card here, Scorpio, 12th house, regarding your subconsciousness. There's a lot of fire here. You need to make a decision. Okay, so what kind of decision do you need to make? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So tomorrow, if I can manage to sit like this straight without being disturbed with that court case drama, and I said goodbye society. The only reason there is a small part of me left is because my daughter, she's not 18 yet. She's always welcome to come to me, and she's always welcome to ask me for money or help. I'll take this back in case there is a choice you need to make regarding that betrayal. Also in the bottom of the deck here you have 9 of Wands, so this is Baba Yaga here, and you have Queen of Coins. There could be a Capricorn here who is coming out a little bit scary, a very strange one, that one. This is what I have to deal with now these days. 2 roosters fighting and Queen of Coins in reversed, they want to pull me into this, so you feel like quite dizzy, to be honest. So I don't know if you feel you can recognize yourself in that. Exactly, Tim. She needs me. So I'm going to be here for some time. I can't plan anything, honestly. I am a gypsy. I am a Viking and I'm a gypsy. And what do Vikings and gypsy have in common? Well, they are nomadics. They are pirates and they are travelers, wanderers. So it's in my blood. And Norway is, for me, kind of a dictatorship, or you have to be like us or else. It's kind of like that all over the world. But I suppose I thrive as a Scorpio. We thrive alone or among people who understand the things we are talking about right now. Basically metaphysics, right? So what is it that Scorpio needs to choose between right now? Yeah, for me it's important that my daughter, she knows that I love her. I'm not running around because I don't want to be with her. On the contrary, I wish I could just have her like a mini version like she was when she was baby, and just carry her around wherever, and that the world was a free place. Basically, I dream about a utopia, and I don't think there is anything wrong about being a dreamer, because that's how we create. That's how you create. Scorpio, you have to choose between your integrity. That's you, Scorpio, King of Chalices. Some of you could be a rabbit like me, Chinese. And Six of Wands. There is a loss here. So if you feel like you are in a similar position like I am now, where I can just, couldn't care less whether they get the last say or not, as long as I'm safe, my daughter is safe, is all good, right? But if you have the need to win, or get carried away, or you be pulled, you let yourself be pulled into this drama, you will lose yourself and your integrity. So basically that's your choice, Scorpio. Shall I pull myself into the drama and say, okay, you threatened me once, twice, 3 times, enough, I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to take down your entire family. I'm going to skin you alive. Or I'm going to vivid imagination. I grew up with horror movies. What's it called? Freddy Krueger. Vampire movies. Hannibal Lecter. Oh, long pig, huh? Tastes good. Yeah. So the first Hannibal Lecter was played by a Capricorn. You know his name? And he said, I have to live with that guy for the rest of my life inside of me. Ew. And he's kind of a good, smart guy. But I can't look at him. Anthony Hopkins, without freaking out. Those eyes. And the second Hannibal Lecter, I'm not talking about the young one, but the TV series, that was a Scorpio like me, Sun Moon Scorpio from Denmark, Mark Mikkelsen. Don't know if you've seen the Hannibal Lecter. But Scorpios, we like the dark, admit it. We are magnetized into the dark because You feel, oh, I'm doing something naughty now. Why am I so interested in this dark? Well, do it with modesty, because we are trying to pick up data and trying to understand why certain people can do things that are so cruel. And you don't want to have those kind of people in your life who are, because we meet people who make excuses for cruel people who do cruel things all the time because, oh, they have a good side too. No, you need to set things straight. That, like one of you said, um, if you want to be a lawyer, study, or be like a lawyer, understand, we call it Jews in Norway. I know it sounds strange. Jurisdiction, that stuff. Hang out with people who are lawyers or study the law. You know, if you want to be an artist who are positive, hang out with people who are positive, who study art, who do artwork. If you want to be work with astrophysics, then hang out with people who are astrophysics. Don't think for a second that you can become a positive person by hanging out with extremely negative people, and think of yourself as the angel who can try to change someone and save them out of their negativity and their destructive life with needles and drugs and so forth and so forth. That's delusion. That's being deluded. It's barely 10% people who are capable of changing themselves from worse into something really good. And in any case, it's not your job unless it's your own child to keep them away from. So I just picked up that my daughter, she's hanging out with a girl that is doing drugs. I suspect that. And I can't say I like that. What can I do? I've been 17 too. My first mushroom trip. So, and I can't recommend mushrooms to a 17-year-old. What can I say? What can I say? So, guys, let's pull a couple of oracle cards. What do you say? And I'll catch you up again tomorrow with the free reads. Hopefully, I will be able to do that. I think the Starseed cards are pretty sweet. We need some positive energies here. It seems like many of us are in a very similar boat. And again, I'm so happy to see all of you again. Although most of you are my moderators. It's wonderful to see you well. Yeah, doing the drug talk with your daughter, with the, yeah, but mom, you're a bunghead. Exactly. So I know the pitfalls. So yeah, just because marijuana won't kill you, it doesn't mean you're supposed to. It's like eating as well. Eating burger from morning to the evening, living on McDonald's food, it will kill you. So no, I honestly I don't want my daughter to touch anything. I am a little bit. I want to control her, but I kind of detached from that energy because she is her own person. I just hope that she keeps stay as nice as you seem like now, intelligent and wise. And that goes for your children too, Tim, and all of you. Okay, so let's pull your cards, guys. Activated Earth, power places, lilies, trust where you're led. So I don't know if many of you like to walk in the nature. I don't. I don't have. Well, we do have a circle, a witch's circle here close by. But being in the nature alone, in the forest where I grew up, in, which is close by here, well, it's filled with enough. Walk there alone in the night, even alone in the day, into the deepest part of the forest there, you will notice that you're not alone. No, and I'm not talking about rabbits watching you. So, yeah. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Yes, I agree with you, Aaron. I'm not never going to tell her off. I mean, she's not showing up at school these days. So if I were to tell anyone off, it would be the people who raise her, who claim that they are such fantastic people and I'm the black sheep. So why can't you get my daughter to attend to school? Oh no, that's my fault too because I'm not present. Well, you tell me to fuck off, kind of, or you will kill me. Kind of a contradiction, don't you think? So, just, the people run after you, they attack you, threaten you. They basically they will burn you on a stake if they can. And when okay, I'm out of here. I can see my kids seem to do pretty well. And when she doesn't do it well, it is your fault because you weren't present. That's very logic, isn't it? Anyway, the void, stop, embrace, winter, great, cosmic womb. So this is Kali. So someone would say, do not walk towards the light, walk towards the void. I don't know. I've been on the other side many times when I have a clear memory of, but I always end up in this body, which is basically the only memory I have. If you have had a near-death experience, I do have the Book of the Dead here, not the Egyptian one, but if you have an experience, I don't know where to go. All I know that I don't want to come back here. It's too much noise. There's beautiful music here on this planet, though. Right, you see here on this picture the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So there's a new hybrid race coming to Earth now. They're already here. And I don't know, maybe when you die or you go to the other side, it would look something like this. Which could be a trap. That's my issues with death. But I'm not afraid of dying. So, because if you fuse your lower self with your higher self, you will guide yourself in the correct direction. I believe we have to believe in that. Or I had to calm a woman down on the airplane here the other day. Uh, she was 74 years old and she was afraid to die. And I said, there is nothing to fear. I've been dead many times in this life. And it's the most wonderful experience you can have because everyone you love, the ones who are alive and those who are not physically alive, they will be there greeting you. right? So if you end up in hell, it's something you've been accumulating yourself for some time, but you won't stay there for a long time. According to some people, not my words, according to some people, I too have been in hell during astral travels, but I always manage to get out from there because we have guardians with us. We are never alone. We are children after all. And we have our real parents with us all the time. We're making sure that it's not going too far. Okay, guys, I really loved to see you again. I never seen all of your faces. I talk to mine about, it's not about telling her, yeah, I talk to mine about always, as you know, she can talk to me about anything, yeah. Judge the lion for its own condition, as we say in Spain. Yeah, I'll say. Encourage her hobby or sport and hope she's self-correct. That's so true, Maximus. So Kadir, you're always welcome to my channel, but you need to learn to read the caption. The caption says Scorpio. It doesn't say free spread. It doesn't say coffee and card or anything like that. So I wish you guys farewell. I'm going to hit the sack now, and I will possibly do some of my free reads in the middle of the day. That's very possible. I don't have any plans for it. Thank you so much for your likes and for showing up and having this chat with me. It feels wonderful too. I can feel your energies, and I really missed you. It's so strange to say that, oh, I miss people. I can't touch you. It's just, I think you understand what I mean. It's so strange. But I really missed you guys. So it was wonderful to see you again. I hope you dig my new condo. And here are all my, yeah, as you can see, I love Egyptian cats. And a little bit up here you can see my tarot collection, and that's the one I have here in Norway. I have a good stack in Spain, so let's see where they end up. I will let Shiva decide where we end up at last. Maybe I get a house here in Norway, or maybe I get a house in Spain. I will leave that up to my child, to Shiva, and to Kingdom of Norway and my health. Thank you so guys for showing up. I love you so much, and tomorrow I'll do everything I can so that we can have a free spread. Invite your friends. I have a Facebook page now. So check Mali Raunheim, my name, on Facebook. You will see that I haven't got any friends there, but I have a group there. Maybe you can find it. So we will work more on these practical things now that I have access to full Wi-Fi, office, and let's try to enjoy it, because you never know with me. Oh no, the vibes. I'm out. Thank you so much, guys. I love you so much. Have beautiful and sweet dreams wherever you are in the world, and I catch you on the flip side. All kisses from me. See you soon. Shubratri.